Zanzibar is a Muslim semi-autonomous region of Tanzania located 25 kilometers off the eastern coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean. The Zanzibar archipelago currently has a population of approximately 1 million Swahili people, who mainly live on its two largest islands, Unguja and Pemba. Over the centuries, these islands have been influenced by many cultures and customs as a result of a long history of African, Portuguese, Arab, and British occupation. The island's resources have meant that many have tried to take over control, and each of the successive occupiers have left their mark. Not having any real control over their own resources, the inhabitants of Zanzibar have been subject to foreign control for hundreds of years, marching to the beat of someone else's drums. In 1698, Zanzibar was conquered by the Omani Empire, which declared it an Arab state. Under Omani rule, the archipelago prospered and became a thriving centre of international trade. The Arabs accumulated wealth and grew in power, profiting in particular from the slave trade. Because Islam forbids slavery in relation to other Muslims, it was the Africans who were enslaved. At the beginning of the 20th century, the archipelago was clearly divided along ethnic lines. Arabs remained the ruling elite, possessing the majority of the land and wealth, while Africans remained poor and had little. With racial tensions rising, in 1964, the African population rose up against the Arabs.
Rodo musulmano cerca di sfuggire alla folla che lo vuole linciare. Si getta giù dal lungomare.
This was a genocide that was largely overlooked by the rest of the world.
Raggiungere I quartieri della periferia. Sulle strade insanguinate una siepe di folla ci nasconde le vittime del massacro.
According to some estimates, 20,000 lost their lives. After this tragedy, many Arabs left Zanzibar. Those who stayed had their properties confiscated and lived in constant fear. The revolution put an end to 500 years of Arab rule. Poverty and the spread of diseases increased in the following years. After a bloody revolution, deprived of its traditional leadership, Zanzibar sought stability and geopolitical security by joining with Tanganyika to create the United Republic of Tanzania. Many blame this step for the island's progressive decline in the subsequent years. This provisional political solution did not, however, spell the end of violence or political tension, which lasted for another 50 years.
International community. We want help from the international community. We want help from them. EU, Commonwealth, United Nations. We want help from them. We are dying now. We are suffering now.
Finally, in 2010, the two main parties agreed to put an end to the violence and created a coalition government of national unity. Several months later, the island's residents were able to take part in the first peaceful elections. This reduced political tensions, but did not eliminate the fundamental divisions.